everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the NG models 1 to 400 releases for October of 2021. Forgot what month it was there for a minute. These are amazing releases. Like, I'm not even gonna try to hype it up, I'm trying to hype it up. Not even gonna try to pretend, be surprised. These are incredible. I am so happy with this. I got so many models of these I'm gonna need to get. So without any further ado, we're gonna get straight into it. Starting right here, we have a Southwest Boeing 737-700 in the Maryland one tail. We actually have 3 of these. We do have the Heart livery, which in the past month, Southwest have just painted the Maryland one livery with the Heart tail. We have the Canyon Blue livery, and then we also have a version of the Canyon Blue livery with a blue nose, which is just I don't know why they actually released that, but you know what, it's there. So obviously that's a model we haven't seen since Gemini Jets released it in 2006, so very cool to see. Next up, we have another model. This one I will for sure be getting. Might get the last one, but this one I will for sure be getting, and that is a United Boeing 737-900ER in the Eco Blue livery with split scimitar winglets. I'm so excited for this because it has been, I think, since 2014 since we've gotten a United 739, and this one is in the beautiful new livery. I'm at least getting 2 of these, possibly 3, because there are a ton of these flying around at Newark. So this is going to be a very important model for me. But yes, super excited to get this. Have yet to pre-order that one, but definitely going to as soon as I can. Next up, we have we actually have 2 Korean Air Boeing 747 SPs. One of them in the basic livery, and one of them with a FIFA World Cup 2002 sticker on it. Pretty much exactly the same. Probably won't even put up 2 pictures, but very cool to see those. Next up, we have the most exciting model of the releases, at least for me, and that is a United Boeing 757-200 in the Evo Blue livery with upgraded winglets. And for anyone that doesn't know, I love the United 757-200s. That is the plane that got me into aviation, is seeing United 752s. Just watching them for hours when we had a huge layover at Chicago O'Hare when I was 6. That is really the thing that got me into aviation, is watching them service just dozens of these 752s. And as soon as I saw it in the new livery, I wanted to see it on the 752, and I wanted a model of them to be made. I wanted a model of that to be made. I requested a fictional model of this aircraft to be made because I didn't think they were actually going to paint it. But then they painted it, and I knew they were actually going to make it. And now NG Models have released this. I've already pre-ordered this model. Side note on that, because obviously, if you can't tell by the lack of unboxings, I'm extremely short on money at this time of year. So my dad was actually nice enough to pre-order that for me as an early Christmas present because he knows how much that model means to me. So a huge shout out to him so he's the reason that I've been able to pre-order that. And also another sign other than that, sorry for the lack of unboxings. I really have no source of income in the fall, so sorry about that, but it is what it is. Next up, we have an Aer Lingus Airbus A330-300 in the old livery. This is the livery that there were only a few of these aircraft in these liveries because Aer Lingus got their A330s in the 1990s, and I believe it was in the 1990s, late 1990s, that they changed to the livery that they just changed from. So of course, this livery did not exist on the 330s for very long, but still pretty cool livery, cool to see. Obviously, I already have the only Aer Lingus aircraft I need, so not going to be picking that up. Next up, we have an aircraft that I will be picking up, and that is a French B Airbus A350-900. Basically, for anyone that doesn't know, French B are a small French airline. They operate a few transatlantic flights, including to Newark. And they used to be called French Blue, but after a lawsuit from JetBlue, because their name was too similar, but I don't know why that was, but I mean, that's JetBlue. A lawsuit from them. So They ended up changing their name to French B, and it was like 2019, and there were a few models made of French Blue aircraft, but there are not many models made of them since they changed to French B, so I haven't been able to get a realistic aircraft of that for Newark, and in the first place, the only French Blue model really made of the A350 is very rare. The only time I've ever seen it was, I actually did find one in a small local model shop in Chicago, so that's the only time I've ever even seen one of those by JC Wings. So luckily this model isn't super high demand, so because they don't fly to a lot of places. So I won't be pre-ordering this one, but I will be picking this one up eventually. So still cool to see, still cool to get. Pretty excited. So I thought I wasn't gonna be able to represent those in my Newark airport. But anyway, next up we have an ANA L1011. That is a pretty cool livery. I had no idea ANA ever had a livery like that, but once again, looks pretty nice. Not going to be picking it up because I'm not really much of a retro collector, but still cool to see. Alright, next up we have a Tu-204-300. It's some Russian airline. It's Crew? I don't know. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But you can see it up in the picture. There or there, I'm not sure which one. But I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I have no idea. That's like, there's a backwards R. I'm assuming that's normal in Russia, but it's still cool to see for any Russian collectors who might want to, or like people who like do a Russian airport, so still cool to see. Next up, we have another Tupolev Tu-204, this time the 100 series, which is actually the longer series, and it is DHL. I had no idea DHL had any of these. It is, if I can see that correctly, it is Russian registered, so I'm assuming this is just a small Russian carrier that operates some aircraft for DHL, but still pretty cool to see. Kind of a unique aircraft to get that you wouldn't really see anywhere else. Next up, we have a China Eastern Airbus A350-900. We do have two of these, the first one in the basic livery and the second one with a sticker on it that is the first A350 delivered from China sticker, so that's pretty cool to see. Obviously not going to be picking these up because they don't fly to any of my airports, but definitely cool to get. Next up, we have a China Southern Zhuhai? Yeah, I think it's Zhuhai City of Youth livery. So once again, pretty cool to see. Lots of Chinese models in this release. Definitely more than usual. So going all out with that for any Chinese collectors or people who do Chinese airports out there. But yeah, pretty cool to see. Next up, we have a CAAC Boeing 747 SP. Obviously, this is a retro model, but honestly, this looks pretty nice. Like that's a pretty cool livery. Like I like that. You'll probably be seeing these, but at the moment, unless this changes between now and when I'm editing this, but at the moment, for some reason, the Chinese models just are just pictures of the real life aircraft, not the model. So I'm not sure why that is, but I don't know. But next up, we have a Sichuan, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Airlines, Airbus A330-300. And according to NG Models, this is going to be in 1 to 1/25th scale. I'm assuming that is not right because they've never released a 1 to 1/25th scale aircraft, and even if they did, I'm assuming it'd be like a CRJ. So I think that's just a mistake. Things like this have happened before, and it's actually 1 to 400th. But that's a pretty cool livery. It's like flames, so that looks pretty nice. But yeah, next up, we have an Air China cargo, another Tupolev Tu-204-100. Once again, pretty basic livery. It's Air China, but still pretty cool to get. Next up, we have a Xi'an Y20. Let's see, what is this? Oh, right. Took me a minute to remember that. This is the Chinese military aircraft, kind of like the C-17 that They haven't really been releasing any of these, but still kind of cool to see. But yeah, so interesting to see NG releasing a military aircraft. Also, there's also a slightly different version of that that's also in the I think it's just Chinese Air Force livery, so it's slightly different. That's pretty cool to see. Next up, we have an ARJ21-700. This is just in the house colors. Once again, pretty cool to see NG dropping some of these. Like, that's kind of the interesting thing, and because NG are actually a Chinese company, which is the primary reason that we see a lot of Chinese models from them. And obviously molds like this that we really wouldn't see from any other company. So it's pretty unique to get those. But next up, we have two more of the ARJ21. This time it's ARJ21B instead of the -700. These look the same. I don't know if they are. But these are both in the Airshow China 2021 livery. These are exactly the same, so I'm assuming... Oh, okay, never mind. One of these is in 1:200 scale, so pretend I didn't say that. But I was going to say, why have they released two exactly the same models? But yeah, one of these is in 1:200 scale, but that actually is a pretty cool livery. Might be interesting to pick up one of these, but if I ever have extra money, which I hardly ever do, so... Yeah, that was a very long releases. That is everything. Honestly, a huge release from NG Models. Very happy with these. So, yeah. This video, let's see, it looks like it's going on 12 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to try to wrap this up. If you guys did enjoy, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. This video might not go up until tomorrow because I do not have a lot of time tonight to upload this and edit it, so I'm depending on if I can find time, you may not see this going up until tomorrow morning. But once again, that's really, if I do have time, it is a double upload day. Today I also have my airport updates are returning with a Providence update. I believe number 10 coming out today, so as of recording this, I don't know when this video is coming out, either today or tomorrow, or today for you guys, tomorrow. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys do have an absolutely incredible rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.